Welcome to What is Prompt Engineering? After watching this video, you'll be able to define what prompt engineering is and explain the relevance and importance of prompt engineering with respect to generative AI models. You'll also be able to explain the process involved in formulating effective prompts through prompt engineering to guide these models to produce relevant responses. The process of designing effective prompts to generate better and desired responses is called prompt engineering. Although generative AI models have the potential to supplement human creativity, if you fail to provide precise prompts, these models may produce inadequate results and even false and misleading information. Prompt engineering is a blend of critical analysis, creativity, and technical acumen. It is not limited to asking the right question. It includes framing the question in the right context, with the right information and your expectation of desired outcomes to elicit the most appropriate response. Let's understand this through an example. A ship is sailing through the Atlantic Ocean. To plan his voyage, the ship's captain wants to know the precise weather forecast for a specific location at a specific time. In this case, providing the model with a simple prompt such as weather forecast of the Atlantic Ocean may not get the desired results. To get the most accurate results, the captain will have to engineer the prompts. When designing the prompt, the captain needs to define the context to include details such as the intended location for the weather forecast in latitude and longitude and the time range for prediction. For example, the captain of a ship is planning a strategic voyage in the Atlantic Ocean. To help the captain navigate effectively, provide weather forecasts for the upcoming week from 28th August 2023 to 1st September 2023. The coordinates of the target location are between 20 degrees north and 30 degrees north latitude and 40 degrees west and 20 degrees west longitude. The captain must also indicate whether he requires specific output, like should the model return information on other weather elements that could affect the voyage. For example, to help plan an effective navigation in the Atlantic Ocean, provide detailed information about expected wind patterns, wave heights, precipitation probabilities, cloud cover, and any potential storms that might affect the voyage during a specified time frame and location. It's important to recognize that prompt engineering is a well-structured iterative process that involves refining the prompts and experimenting with various factors that could influence the output from the model. Let's understand the step-by-step process involved in creating effective prompts through prompt engineering. Define the goal. The initial step in the process involves establishing a distinct goal. You must know what exactly you want the model to generate. For example, form a brief overview of the benefits and risks associated with artificial intelligence in automobiles. Craft initial prompt. Having defined the goal, it's now time to create an initial prompt. This might manifest as a question, a directive, or even a situation depending on the goal. For example, write an article that presents a well-rounded analysis of the benefits and drawbacks associated with the incorporation of artificial intelligence in the field of automobile industry. Test the prompt. The prompt you created should now be tested and analyzed for its response. While the response might be relevant, it could lack the distinct perspective you are aiming for. For example, the response to the initial prompt directly lays out the benefits and drawbacks of integrating artificial intelligence in the automobile industry. It does not highlight any ethical concerns that might arise. Further, there's no discussion on the positive and negative implications of the same. Analyze the response. You must carefully review the response and examine whether it aligns with your goals. If not, make a note of the areas where it fell short. For example, the initial prompt used fails to cover a comprehensive range of benefits and risks associated with artificial intelligence in the automobile industry. Refine the prompt. Using the knowledge acquired through testing and analysis, it's now appropriate to modify the prompt. This might include enhancing its specificity, incorporating additional context, or rephrasing. The initial prompt can be refined as follows. Write an informative article discussing the role of artificial intelligence in revolutionizing the automobile industry. Address key aspects such as benefits, drawbacks, ethical considerations, and both positive and negative implications. Cover specific domains like autonomous driving and real-time traffic analysis, while also examining potential challenges such as technical complexity and cybersecurity concerns. Iterate the process. The last 3 steps are repeated until you're satisfied with the response. Consequently, following several cycles of refinement, the final prompt shall take this form. Write an article highlighting how artificial intelligence is reshaping the automobile industry, focusing on the positive advancements, particularly in autonomous driving and real-time traffic analysis, while thoroughly exploring concerns related to intricate technical aspects, such as decision-making algorithms and potential cybersecurity breaches. Emphasize the implications these concerns may have on vehicle safety. Ensure that the analysis is thorough, backed with examples, and encourages critical thinking. Now, let's summarize the importance and relevance of prompt engineering and generative AI models. Optimizing model efficiency. Prompt engineering helps design intelligent prompts that allow the users to harness the full capabilities of these models without requiring extensive retraining. Boosting performance for specific tasks. Prompt engineering empowers generative AI models to deliver responses that are nuanced and have a context, rendering them more effective for specific tasks. Understanding model constraints. Refining prompts through each iteration and studying the corresponding responses of the model can help us understand its strengths and weaknesses. This knowledge can further guide feature enhancement or complete development of the model in the future. Enhancing model security. Skilled prompt engineering can prevent issues of harmful content generation due to poorly designed prompts, thereby enhancing safe utilization of the model. In this video, you learned that prompt engineering is the process of designing effective prompts to leverage the full capabilities of generative AI models in producing optimal responses. You also learned the process of refining a prompt via prompt engineering. At last, you learned the importance of prompt engineering and optimizing model efficiency, boosting performance, understanding model constraints, and enhancing its security.